Hey y'all, boop 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 boop. Welcome to Black Man. Okay, I know it's pink. It's really light pink, but you have to excuse me. I'm about to color my hair auburn, and I like it when it has this pink undertone. It looks wonderful in the sun. So, excuse me. I had the blonde at first, so now I'm about to take it down a level because in the summertime, everybody like to wear their loud, bright colors. I like to tone it down. It's like sometimes I wear long hair in the summer, short hair in the winter, etc., etc. So anyway, I want to come and talk to you guys about coronavirus. I got y'all, okay? I've never really had people email me or inbox me on Instagram and stuff and tell me to talk about stuff. So I was kind of flattered. So yeah, because I wasn't going to do it. What the hell happened? Why is my arm twisted up? Because I wasn't going to do it just because, everybody talking about it. But I don't know, maybe everybody don't have my perspective. So let's look at coronavirus from my perspective. So of course we all know it started in Wuhan, China, and I don't know if you guys know or not, but there's actually a main, I don't know what they call it in China, but it's our laboratories, it's our laboratorial. I make up words now. It's our laboratorial branch of the CDC. So I don't know what they would refer to that as far as the technical name or what the real name of it is. But it's where we test on genomes and splice bacteria and stuff like that. So you should ask yourself. That's they're based in Wuhan. So I honestly think either they let it out on purpose or on accident. People are saying, the government has a, let me pour me some wine. The government, let me see if can I turn you around? I just bought this thingy, guys. Does it go turn around? It does turn around. Well, whatever. I'm supposed to go over there and pour some wine. So, but you can listen to me. And there are people always saying how America has patents on this and on that. Okay, well, if they're gonna exploit it for any type of financial gain, of course it's gonna have a patent number associated with it. It wouldn't make any sense for them not to patent HIV. It wouldn't make any sense for them not to patent Ebola. It just wouldn't make sense. Shit, wrong bottle. For them not to have a patent on these things when, number one, they own them. Number two, in order for them to experiment on them, they have to have some kind of ownership because a lot of these diseases ravaged Europe. So in Britain. So if anybody was going to have a legitimate claim to these bacteria, I don't know who would want to own them, would have to actually get a patent and pay for it, right? So that's what I'm thinking. So that's not surprising that, they got a patent on it. Oh, yeah, they have a patent on HIV and everything else. You can look up all the patent numbers. I think the coronavirus is US 2008 something. I don't give a shit. But, what was I going to say? Okay, yeah. So, corona, this is not our first time having a corona outbreak. Am I saying it? Because at first I was saying it's corona. But it's not our first time having a corona outbreak. And I don't know why everybody's so spooked by it. And this is what I said. This is proof. This is proof that the government is intentionally, splicing and genetically modifying these diseases in order to turn them into weapons. They're definitely trying to weaponize them. Because we had a corona outbreak in 2000, and I want to say we had two. The latest one before this one was, I think, 2009, 10, or 6, somewhere in there. And that one was called SARS. So when the SARS outbreak happened, that was corona. So if you look up SARS, it'll say SARS corona. They just called it SARS. Maybe SARS and corona are two different types of bacterium, and they mixed them together, and the SARS was more prevalent. But they have all these diseases that they own. They own swine flu, H1N1, and I like how they started calling coronavirus by its laboratorial name. What is it? COVID-19. Doesn't that sound very manufactured? So this is batch number 19 they got out. Now I do want to address the fact that they were saying that black people can't get it. I think that Europeans, they always misinterpreting what we mean. For lack of better terminology, they trying to say niggas ain't gonna get it. And what they mean by niggas ain't gonna get it is, number one, when niggas get money, they stay right there in the hood around the corner from grandma. You know what I mean? They don't move to Humble and to KT. They don't move to European infested areas when they get a little money in their pocket. See, those Negroes are more likely to catch it because of the mixed environment in which they live. Now, we all know black niggas, Aboriginal people here, we don't allow animals at our table. We don't shake and hug on every goddamn body. There's certain etiquettes that we have that will quintessentially just won't let us get sick. Like, for example, it took like maybe a week and a half for us to run out of bleach on the side of town I live on because niggas already got like 2-3 gallons of bleach in their house. Like, niggas already got piles and piles of toilet paper in their house just because they don't like going to the store. So we keep a lot of shit in the house to keep us from having to go to the store to buy that shit. You know what I mean? I had 2 cases of tissue before this shit happened because I don't like going in the store fighting behind no goddamn tissue. I'm tired. I work 12, 14 hours a day. The last thing I want to do is go to the store for some motherfucking tissue. I already got some. Okay? I had 2 gallons of bleach in there before this shit happened. So since all of a sudden motherfuckers got a problem, I went ahead because white folks start coming down there from Sea-King and Beltway. They start coming down to the Negro side of town and start trying to buy all our stuff. So that when I seen white people at the Family Dollar down the street, which I ain't never seen a white person yet, I said, oh, okay, bitch, you better go in there and get your shit because they ain't about to buy it all. So, I know I pick up some weight, don't do me. Y'all know it's summertime, my body automatically snatches itself in the summer, but I gotta be cuddly in the winter. But anyway, so when they said that black people don't get it, that's what they meant. They meant black people that live in a certain environment or a certain disenfranchised part of town, they're not gonna get sick. Cause bitch, we don't fuck with y'all and y'all don't have to come the fuck out here. Okay, there's a stigma that we violent and that y'all get robbed and murdered out here anyway. They're gonna try to gentrify the northeast side of town real soon. But until they do, we are safe. So now I wanna talk to Idris Elba. Number one, the brother's an actor. Can't no actor inform me of shit, because I'ma always think the motherfucker's acting. Stringer Bell gonna come say he got corona. And black people, listen, you can get it. Motherfucker, of course you got it. You live in a European country. Aren't you British? I'm pretty sure you surrounded by SARS. I mean corona. Fuck is you talking about? Shit. Yeah, you got it. From your white ass neighbor. What I found interesting though is that I looked it up, and I'm gonna go back to the black and white thing in a minute, but I looked it up, and I think what they did this time is they have spliced the original coronavirus with tuberculosis. I think they mixed the two together because they have tuberculosis and influenza has never had like the same symptoms. They have never had the same communication or communicable results or communicable ways of catching it. And I find it odd that now the influenza virus part of corona is now airborne. You see what I'm saying? And it attacks the lungs and the chest cavity aggressively. Don't that sound like tuberculosis to you? It's the same way with Ebola. I think they taking tuberculosis and mixing it with this deadly shit because they're trying to attack people in the lungs and they're trying to attack people air. Because that's the if I was gonna weaponize a bacterium, it would definitely have to be something that could be put in the aerosol, something I could spray out and fuck you up immediately. You know what I mean? I'm just food for thought. If any scientists watch this channel, I'm just saying. Now, back to Stringer Bell. Idris, shut your ass up. I run to my black people. They conduct you too. Motherfucker, you live in Europe. Motherfucker, yeah, you got a problem. No shit. That y'all don't get as much sun as we get out here, number one. If they're trying to block that shit out everywhere, but they get unsuccessful here so far. But what I'm trying to say is that black people can't catch it. We're human beings. But when we were saying that we ain't gonna catch it, we were saying niggas ain't gonna catch that shit. Number one, niggas don't like to be all up in the store. You don't catch niggas in the store when everybody else at the store. We either go early or we go late. We ain't gonna be in the grocery store in the middle of the motherfucking day. That's what you bitches is doing. You know, that's what most Mexicans go to the store. We see black people in long lines. We just got off work and it's in the evening time. We in and we out. We ain't coughing. Most of the time we have hand sanitizer or wipes with us to wipe those the carts off. Anybody just going to the store, grabbing the cart and walking around the store? And hell no. Most people I know wipe that shit off anyway. So what I'm saying, in the disenfranchised parts of town, it's least likely going to be caught unless you living out here but you're working out there. So you're working in European environments and you catch it and then you bring it back to the hood. Other than that, we pretty good. We've been hand bleached. Our house has been disinfected. You know, I wipe off my doorknobs. What you talking about? I don't know how y'all clean y'all houses, but most people on this side of the track, we extra clean. So it's not that black people can't catch it. It's least likely for niggas to catch it. And if they do catch it, they kind of somewhere else where they hang out at. You know, I don't want to say nothing too racially sensitive. You know, I don't give a fuck. And then they bring it back to the disenfranchised part of town. Or some, you know, somebody put it out here maliciously. But that's what they meant when they said black people can't catch it. Not that even though all our cells do have a melanin coating around it, which makes it hard for them to splice our DNA and things like that, and does make it harder for us to get sick and catch certain diseases, especially in things that will attack the body molecularly. Like I said that right. Anybody that would take I'm nosy. Take the body on a cellular level, then they have to get through that melanin first, or you have to be melanin deficient or something like that. Your pineal gland has to have been affected negatively in some sort of way to where you are not to the point where you're not replicating your cells with a thicker coat of melanin on them. Now I will say this. I don't believe stringer bell. I find it quite odd when black people talking about they can't catch it. That shit came from somewhere. You know, every lie is predicated on truth. Every rumor has a modicum of belief to it or truth to it. So I do think that for the most part, it's not that we're immune. It's just that our lifestyles, if we're living them properly, like, you know, ones of us that don't really eat a lot of meat, that, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I think that we're at least susceptible to the disease itself. And when you do live in these mixed communities, of course you are in danger of what they are susceptible to. Because even if it is airborne, even if it is, okay, you can't really catch it. I probably passed by a few people that had it, you know, and they had corona and didn't know it. But I didn't get it because since it happened, I started spraying myself with alcohol when I walk. And I smoke hand sanitizer. Why the fuck would I get hand sanitizer when hand sanitizer is alcohol mixed with glycerin? When I could just use straight alcohol that's at 91%. Because if it's not above, I think 80%, if your hand sanitizer is not above 80-something%, it's not killing a motherfucking germ, no way. You just wasting your goddamn money. So there's that. I get my goddamn alcohol that you do them gel nails with. I spray myself. I spray anybody coming to my house. There's limited access to my house at this time, etc., etc. So I just want to clear it up. That's what we meant when we said black people can't catch it. Not all black people. Not as a race, countrywide. To all our countrymen, all of our sisters and brothers in on the great continent of Africa, which is China's neighbor. I think, you know, there's something going on there. And, you know, Europe, which is right by China and Africa, you know, was that little bitty dot right there next to them. Of course, you guys are going to catch it. Number one, because it started in, Amazon, bringing me something. Amazon, bringing me something. Where my alcohol at? Shit, I'll be right back. Where he going? Well, why the fuck he stopped in front of my house? Hold on. See my spray? You see it? Yes. Make sure he ain't drop my shelf at the wrong house. 18th. It wasn't Bonita Park, was it? Okay, that's mine. No problem. Okay, so yeah, I hope you guys can hear my government name. I definitely didn't want to say that on television. Okay, well this is my delivery government anyway. I changed my name back in the day. I thought that name was so ugly in country. Anyway, so all I'm saying is that we have to be mindful of the fact that they're messing with all this genetic warfare type of shit for a reason. Awesome, thank you. I sprayed him with all kinds of motherfucking alcohol. He'll be alright. It ain't just his alcohol. He ain't even say shit. He must be getting sprayed all day. Anyway, so we have to kind of look at this shit what the fuck are they doing perspective, you know? Like, why do you want to own the patent to all this bacterium, all these diseases, one, and then two, and then two, why are you messing with them? I mean, it's not because you want to keep the world safe and you want to keep the world safe and you want to keep it under control, because you would just destroy this shit. You wouldn't own it. And that's like me buying all the guns in the world and then making more of them, more dangerous, and with all the scopes and red beams and shit on them, and then say, you know, I'm trying to keep the world safe. Then destroy the motherfuckers. So, I'm out of breath, y'all. I've been running around the house. I knew that was my package. Them people that so old to the motherfucker, I doubt they have a computer. Talking about some goddamn Amazon. Remember black folk retired a long time ago when I was a baby. My brother used to cut their yo. I know they ain't got no goddamn Amazon coming over there. Anyway. So, we have to think about this from a common sense perspective. Okay, just because niggas can't get it, yes, we know the government made it, which is why we didn't want to do no video on it. We know everything I know. The government made it. They released it intentionally. I don't trust, let me tell you something. China don't give a fuck about its own people. The people that run China are sellouts to their people, just like the black people that run Africa are sellouts to their tribes and their countrymen. You know what I'm saying? The colonial mindset. Is that right? Yeah, the colonial mindset has seeped into the chieftain and I don't know what you call a China chief, but China chief have stuck into the minds of the tribesmen that control those tribes and control the resources that the colonial mind wants to have. And now that they have learned the bastardized version of life from the colonizer, they now want to be the head colonizer, if that makes sense. That's why China is inserting itself in Jamaica, inserting itself in Ethiopia, and certain regions in Africa. It's because now they want to be the new colonizer. You know what I mean? They're going to move in their force like white folk did. And so white folk created a monster. There you go. You know what I mean? So the same thing for the European. You know, the way they view themselves as supremacy, then that's how China does. Because now China's responsible for all our goods. Like if they really want to do a large scale attack, they could have just put something in all our fucking televisions and then, you know, wait till income tax time to everybody buy them some new shit, and wait till Christmas time to everybody buy them some new shit, and then press the button and then spit coronavirus out of all our shit. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully the next president will kind of see that, and he will you know, urge companies and do that third party outsourcing law that Clinton did or whatever, whoever did it, that Bush did, Daddy Bush did, and bring packaging and warehousing and industry back to the United States. Because I don't think it's smart to outsource all of your industry and have it being made by your enemy. Like, this fucking stupid. And then please don't think that this is not your enemy. Just because you bulldozed Iraq and got control of opium, and a lot of China and Asia spiritually and drug wise needs opium, don't think you got them motherfuckers by the nuts. Like, please don't. Stop it. Okay, so, and then I also want to talk about how Trump is calling it the China virus. And y'all got a problem with that. What? I wish black people would stop trying to fight the battle of other motherfuckers. This shit ain't got nothing to do with you, okay? Did Mexicans and white folk or Chinamans stand up for your black ass when they was calling the West Nile, even though the disease had nothing to do with Africa? So shut the fuck up. Stop it. Stop it. The first time Ebola ever happened, it happened in Europe back when they was getting smallpox and the Black Plague and all the other bullshit. But then they want to rework history and tell you that shit came from Africa. But ain't nobody checking them. Ain't nobody standing up for your ass and tell them, oh, well, don't say that. Don't call it the African disease. They said AIDS came from a monkey in Africa. They say all these diseases came out of Africa. Now we finally got proof that something came out of China ass, which looked more European-esque than like us, and then we mad. Nigga, I'm happy for this shit. You know? And quite frankly, they let it out. See, that I have no, it's delivered. I have no, there is no doubt in my mind that it was released intentionally. And they thought that they had it contained in Wuhan just to see how fast and how rapid it would kill people. But what they didn't expect is the ingenuity of the impact that flight has on the person's mentality. They probably thought, because China is a stronghold on their people, so they thought they had such a stronghold on their population. So when they said sit down, don't go nowhere, people's gonna sit down, don't go nowhere. Shit. People was gone. On planes, trains, automobiles, boats, piled up in vans, in trunks. So, So I don't want to spend too much time on Corona. I don't think niggas, people that live in disenfranchised communities that don't have a lot of European traffic through it, I don't really think that they got anything to worry about. I honestly don't. You know, most kids and shit been outside playing and stuff out here, like, I don't really think it's a big deal in this area unless you see some planes coming through this bitch with the what you call it? The streams. What you call it? Got chemtrails. With the chemtrails trying to drop that shit off, I think it'd be pretty good when you live in a small, tight-knit community that's kind of separate from the other larger European communities, like the Woodlands and all that type of shit. When you live somewhere small and it's just a bunch of black people who have a lot of the same hygienic practices, who have a lot of the same cleanly practices in their homes, who have a lot of the same superstitions and things like that, I think that that's what makes us safe to live so in close proximity, because we pretty much walk and talk the same. You know what I mean? Like most black people feel like if bleach ain't touch it, it's not clean. So when we say we clean our house, we're really saying we bleaching our house down. So you know what I mean? So a lot of us do the same shit when we go out in public. Black people, you don't tell black people to wash their hands. We always washing our hands. We could scratching our booties right now and go and wash our hands because we've been digging in our ass. You know what I mean? We don't go all day without washing our hands. Like, that's fucking crazy, I used to be in the food service industry. I made all the way up to executive sous chef level and executive chef level. And I've always noticed that black people wash their hands all the time. All the fucking time. I think that it's just something that we do. I don't want to call it a compulsion. I just want to say we just raised to do that. Wash your goddamn hands. Like how many times our grandmas and cussed us out, told us to wash our motherfucking hands. Don't go in my refrigerator until you wash your hands. Don't fix no plate till you wash your hands. You keep running in and out of my house, wash your hands, sit down. You ain't going outside no more. Matter of fact, go and take a bath and sit down. You know what I mean? We don't get to go outside and play all day and then hop on to the motherfucking table and eat dinner. Like that ain't. Nah, you don't roll like that with black folk. Black folk don't get down like that. You gotta take a motherfucking bath, wash your hands, your ass, and your face. Then you come sit down. I used to have to sneak and not brush my teeth just because I'm like, nigga, I'm about to eat. The shit gonna taste nasty. I'm all right. I'm gonna pretend like I brush my teeth, and I'm gonna sit down. Yes, these are all my original teeth. I ain't got none missing. Let me stop bragging. But anyway, so I think that we were misinterpreted when we said black people can't get it. We meant niggas can't get it. You know what I'm saying? Any person is susceptible to the disease, but it's all about where you live and how you live, so your exposure level. You know what I'm saying? Your exposure limit. So I think that we were misunderstood. And I find it quite odd that whenever a black person hit, they say that this black man got it. They specifically say a black person got it, as opposed to us just saying 401 people died today. I find that very peculiar. I find it very peculiar that Idris Elba of all people did a statement saying black people can get it when they string a bell from The Wire. Boy, you a whole actor, a phenomenal motherfucking actor. I'm not finna play with you. And then what type of nigga is you when you allowed your bitch to stay home with you and she tested positive for the shit too, so she didn't want to leave you? Man, my man would have pushed my dumb ass out the goddamn house. Get the baby. Get the fuck out of here. She all in the video trying to get 15 minutes of fame, leaning on him, hugging him. She know what, y'all saw that video? She know what to do with herself. She was just like, hugging on his arm and shit. That bitch didn't know what the fuck to do. She just sat there in the background, shut the fuck up. And then he out at the beach and shit. Nigga, you supposed to be at the home experiencing high temperature and a flu that's damn nigga got you on your deathbed. But you at the beach. Alright. But when we first learned about the disease, when I first learned about it, I learned about it watching Lovely T channel. And she did a little snippet about it. Motherfuckers was standing in the street in front of the hospital trying to get in, just passing out. Boom. Just hitting they fucking ass. Just boom. That because they was denying people in the hospital. They was just outside just hitting the ground. Boom. That's how fast it over their bodies. And you telling me Stringer Bell got his motherfucking ass at the beach outside with his bitch who tested positive too? He quarantined himself. Nigga, don't none of that shit sound right. Number one, you rich, you live around other rich white folk. They find your black ass the first thing you gotta do is get the fuck out the neighborhood. The fuck out of here. But alright, Stringer Bell tested positive. We believe you, brother. All I'm saying is, I ain't worried about chrono or none of that fucking shit. I'm good. I've been in my house. I got my motherfucking alcohol bottles. I'm straight. Not alcohol mixed with glycerin. I don't need my alcohol diluted. I got it right here, so I'm straight. Got my bug out bag by the front door. It's all good. So I just want y'all to just stay safe, stay careful. Take one of these to the store with you. I'm talking about, I went to the store because these kids, my daughter homegirl's been open about a week. And they wanted nachos. I went to the store. I got some nachos though, but I sprayed everything before I picked it up. I sprayed the cashier. I sprayed the while I was walking down halls. I probably got spray on people. I didn't give a fuck. What they gonna do to me? But alright. Everybody be careful, stay safe, and that's what I think about the coronavirus. The fuck. It's another thing. There's like H1N1, the swine flu, SARS, which is coronavirus, Ebola, and all the other shit that has been came. It's gonna be this one got get a little closer and closer and closer to home every motherfucking year. And you know what? And you know that sometimes I would probably be thinking too much. But I'm like, damn, at nighttime they ain't got the trucks flying through this bitch. So you mean to tell me it's a disease out there that's airborne that could be killed by Germ-X and alcohol, but you ain't got truckloads of alcohol like aerosol trucks like they did the mosquito spray, ride through the city, blowing that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. Didn't it rain a few times? So that means the mosquito can bite a bitch with SARS up in Katy, and not SARS, goddamn, with the coronavirus up in Katy or up in the Woodlands, and then fly that shit back down here. Alright. I'm taking the same attitude the city taking. They lackluster, I'm lackluster. It's just something to get consumers and get their panties in a bunch. Alright. I'll be back in just a second. I want to talk about something else.